with it, bro. How many experiences have you had?
It is not
You've been dating
okay.
since you were 16. What the is going on?
It's
You're
not
still making the
okay.
same noise you was making when you was 18.
I'm not dating.
32.
I'm not
talking about you. I'm talking
dating
about
any
women in general.
guys.
And now you want to start talking about no, I want to use your money. I want a guy that is ready-made.
What's wrong with that?
But at the same time, do not now teach a girl to
What you need
use
to
a
speak,
man.
what you need to
needs
teach
to
a
go for a
man.
man who has
No,
money.
what you need,
Because she's less happy to get you than me financially.
What's going on, y'all? We back today with part 2. If you haven't seen part 1, I throw a little card up there so you can click that, go see that one before this one so you can see the continuation. If you haven't subscribed already to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Also drop a like in this video. Let's get right into it.
Women are encouraged, make money,
Listen,
don't spend your spend a
do you-
man.
okay,
So
listen.
men are put under more
Wait.
pressure. Men are put under
doesn't
I'm
matter.
fighting for my
Doesn't
brothers
matter if
today.
they are.
Men are
Facts.
put under more pressure to get money, to give women.
I've heard you. Out of the two genders, who is more vulnerable?
Man.
Depends what you're talking about.
No,
it depends what you're
general,
talking about. Men, we die more.
In general,
Men, we die more.
Emotionally, who is more vulnerable?
Men, we commit suicide more.
Who gives
Facts.
more?
They're not ready for
Men.
this conversation. I'm telling you.
Men.
I don't give a fuck. Women give
And
more
that's
in
the problem,
relationships.
like-
Women give
And-
more in
and you know
relationships.
what?
You know they do.
I answered your question.
Well, it's
Men.
easier. It is easier for a woman to get taken advantage of than a man in a relationship. Women love harder. They tend, on average, I'm not saying every single relationship.
It depends what you're
Women
talking
give
about. How about
more.
we fucking-
Women get
Let's let her finish.
Shows up, so we
women
don't
get the
fucking taken
heart
advantage
broken
of
more.
them.
So the
I
reason,
don't understand this shit.
it's not
I
okay.
don't fucking
It
get
is
it.
not okay.
I don't get it either. No, women do not lose more. In order for a man to get into a relationship with a woman, he already has to give in abundance. He already has to check a bunch of boxes in order to get into the relationship, period. He's already at a loss. Women are liabilities when it comes to men. They can turn into assets later. When it comes to women, it's flipped. Men are assets from the beginning until they become liabilities. This is what men need to understand. Throughout a whole entire relationship, you do nothing as a man but give, because men are only looked at as a utility. You're only as good as what you provide, period. A woman don't have to do anything. This is why it's easy for women to get men, because it don't require you to have anything. And it's harder for men to get women because you have to bring things to the table. So how can a woman lose more when she doesn't have to really bring anything? These are all things you were born with. You're born with your looks already. She's just more vulnerable in a relationship because she can get pregnant, which really don't matter nowadays. Women lose more. She got the right one today.
With it, bro. How many experiences have you had?
It is not
You've been dating
okay.
since you were 16. What the is going
It
on?
is not
You're still making the
okay.
same noise you was making when you was 18.
I'm not dating.
32.
I'm not
talking about you. I'm talking
dating
about
any
women in general.
guys.
And now you want to start talking about no, I want to use your money. I want a guy that is ready-made.
What's wrong with
Nigga, you are in a position where you are
But he won't
actually
finesse
getting.
you.
My G, you're in a position where fuck finessing. You are the finesse. You are making your
know
own
what the
goal.
problem is?
What are you talking about finessing? Why are you so worried about being duped?
Can I finish?
Fucking
I know
hell.
a lot.
So
I
protective,
know a
like,
lot
don't
of
worry about
women.
all of that.
I know a lot of
Worry about
genuine.
yourself.
I know a lot of genuine girls.
alright.
You're
Genuine
not one of
women.
them.
Yeah, I can vouch for them. A lot of good girls.
Not you.
Who men have used. It's not just me.
I know a lot of good guys who've been
who
used.
have been used. Yeah. I feel like
How-
women.
do you think
I
men
will
don't get
never
used every
teach.
day?
I will never teach a young girl to just go for love. I feel like that's it's so dangerous. Oh, just go for love, because when women are in love, they will give that all. They'll
I'll
give
never
that
teach.
kidney.
I'll
Am
never.
I lying?
Lani.
But at the same time, do not now teach a girl to
What you need
use
to
a
speak,
man.
what you need
She
to
needs
teach
to
a
go for a
man.
man who has
No,
money.
what you need,
Because she's less happy to get you than me
no,
financially.
She needs to go with a man that has money. So therefore, it's not about love. Just go with a man that got money so you can use him for his money and use him for his utility. Because women are getting finessed and you need to learn how to finesse. Women are getting finessed how? How about just not messing with rich guys? Everything she's saying is about the guys that have the money, the guys that can finesse. How about just going to the guys that cannot finesse? How about going to the genuinely nice guys? Stop going with these guys. This proves the fact that the top % of men get most of the women. Because even the ones that know that they're not conducive for a relationship still chase them. And by the time you're trying to finesse and talk to the guys with money, he's already blowing your back out. And if he blows your back out, you're already done. You're lost.
Just talking about like women taking accountability, like I just feel like, don't get me wrong, I agree that people should learn like from their mistakes, right, and experiences and become stronger. But I just feel like sometimes there's no one cares too much to protect the victims. The way I was brought up like a Disney princess, right? And there are people.
I just had to stop it right there because I said that Disney fantasy. I said that in the first video. If you haven't watched the first video, once again, watch the first video. This is what I'm talking about with this Disney fantasy. When you grow up as a Disney fantasy, you have this idea of what things are supposed to be. And when you see that the real world is not like that, then you look at it like, yo, something is wrong with the men. No, something was wrong with the message that you had about men. Men always been the same. That Disney princess syndrome, that DPS.
Positivity. Speak the things that you are doing. You get your money. So why do you need to talk about using a dude? Right? Then you're now teaching the next girl to use a dude when you're actually getting your money.
Right.
Yeah, you can pick and choose, but you've built a
don't think
database. Hear me out. You've built a database to get to that place now where you can pick and choose. Whether, okay, yeah, he's got kids, boom, I can use that.
I was talking
one.
about a certain type of guy.
That's what I'm saying, but you've been experienced now to know the different types of guys.
Yeah.
At 18 years, when you was young and you was vulnerable, living in that big house, you wouldn't have had that experience. Is what I'm saying, right? You wouldn't have known what
We
kind of
only
guy.
have 30 minutes. You have to understand that it's like we have 30 minutes. Like how sometimes what I'm saying gets misconstrued, but at the end of the day, all I was saying is the men out here who are cheaters and have guap, use them.
Use them for what? How about just move along? This is why women can't give other women advice. They give them terrible advice for dating. It just doesn't even make any sense because it's built on feelings. It's not built on logic. You don't understand, when you try to do things to people, it makes you a certain type of person because it takes a certain type of person to do something to somebody else. So when you start doing wicked things to people, like using people or abusing people for whatever reason or whatever that you want to use them for, you have to understand that that comes with a consequence and that's going to bear on your soul. So therefore, you now become this vindictive person, this person that uses people. That's not going to be good and conducive when it comes to a good relationship. And when you meet a person like a man, when that woman meets a man, that's actually going to be a great husband. Because you done built yourself to be a different character. And what they think they can do, they can just turn it on and off whenever they feel like it. You cannot be conditionally feminine. You cannot be conditionally a good person. That's similar to a person that's speaking nice to you, but in a rude way. That person that says excuse me with an attitude. They did say excuse me, which was polite, but the way they said it and the way they conveyed it to you was extremely disrespectful. You know the difference from those excuse me, the same exact words. And it's the same thing that happens with these type of females. Instead of you just moving away from that situation, instead of you not dealing with the man that's trying to finesse you, to say, you know what, I'm not going to take that. I don't care about your money. I don't care about any of that. I'm going to go with a guy that respects me and treats me well. And if women stay out the top 20%, then maybe they'll get to meet the 80%. Stay safe and subscribe.